Hello everyone and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. I am Heartless and today I will be playing the one, the only Gille Trebble. I am joined by my wonderful friend
Avi, hi. And I will be playing your local real kind idiot thief, Trickster. Who's vibing.
Yes, and while he's vibing, and if I may set the scene, because we all know who Trickster really is.
Oh, absolutely.
He's working right now at the cafe.
Yes, the last one in. Yes.
And in comes today's newspaper, and not on the front page, but on like a couple of pages in, there's an ad spot. And it says Trickster. I have a feeling that something spooky this way comes. Meet me at the place where children used to sleep.
Oh,
Signed,
boy, that's...
GT. Roll a history.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, poor buddy.
Oh no.
He got an 11.
Okay, so, now this is, certainly a puzzle. You don't think it's anywhere in town, so you have to do a little bit of research. You eventually figure out that it might mean the, spooky campgrounds outside of town. Because that place had closed down some years ago, and something about it being spooky just kind of catches onto your mind. Do you head there?
Yeah, if it is calling out Trickster, or the initials were signed, he is definitely going to get his outfit on with his mask and everything and head on over there.
It actually takes you a lot longer because, like I said, it's outside of Toontown.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have had to either go when you had a couple of days off.
Understandable.
Because walking, it would take you a day to walk there.
Again, understandable. But he is going to head there one way or another. He is a determined little pecker.
As you are coming upon the entrance to the spooky campgrounds, forgive me because I completely forget the name. It's on the map somewhere probably.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I get you. I'm big.
Yeah. It's not on the map. Well, damn.
F.
Well, not my problem. Anyway, as you approach the gate, there are no chains, and off in the distance you hear as it gets really dark.
Well, that's just par for the course with spooky scenarios. Trickster's gonna head inside.
So you head inside and you pass a large, darkened trailer. Probably for some sort of celebrity. And beyond is a building with a hole blown into it.
Yep. I don't know what I expected, but that sounds about right for outskirts of Toontown.
Which do you check first?
I think he's going to check the trailer because that's closer. Should I just roll, what's it, investigation or
roll
perception?
Investigation.
Here we go. Oh my god.
So you walk into this trailer and it's pretty dark in here. And even when you flicker on the light, it is a mess. The closet is pretty much torn apart. There are papers everywhere strewn all about the ground. Also on the ground is a bunch of amulets, specifically with a very recognizable symbol on them.
Is it Psychopomp?
Well, so this symbol you recognize from a certain black cat's collar.
Ah.
And before you saw it on that black cat's collar, you saw it hanging from Gille's horn.
I see. Yes. Okay.
It's the same symbol. You do not find Gille here. He does not seem to be anywhere.
Yep. This checks out. This looks pretty disconcerting, but he's going to check that building with a hole blown into its side next.
Mm-hmm. And as you walk through the hole to check into the building, there's a Trickster. Took you long enough.
I think he's gonna turn and face the voice and be like, well, it's not like you picked any place that was close enough to where I am.
As you turn, you see Gille is sitting at the base of what looks like a throne of some sort. He doesn't have his... Well, he does, actually. He does have his jacket on. And it is, a dark orangey color. And he's got a white, scarf, a soft white scarf, around his neck. And he grins up at you and gets up with the following clank from his armor. And he goes, well, I figured that they might look for us at that itty-bitty, abandoned apartment that I kind of commandeered.
I mean, I get that. It doesn't hurt to change up a hideout every once in a while. And, he's got that, mischievous smile on his face as he looks, over at you, and, he goes, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm gonna roll hammer space. Ah, yes, a 1. Let's see what I get!
Oh,
Start to fumble!
Oh my god. Pecking grip.
Let's see, what is a 9? Gille pulls out of his pocket a bag of spiders, looks at it, and goes, no, that's not quite right. Shoves it back in. That's a 4. He fumbles again. 15? What is a 15? Gil pulls out a broken mirror and a few pieces of glass fall, and he goes, "Ow! Should be more careful with that.
Do you need help?
No, I just need to get what I'm looking for." That's a 6. So yes, he does. He pulls out what appears to be a stone with a really bright red button tied to it and a couple of runes carved on it, and he tosses it at Trickster.
Alright, let me roll, like, I guess this is a dex save to catch it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, not bad. This is stone that you are tossing at his way, so
Yep.
there is, like, a moment where, like, he almost, like, fumbles with it, and it's a lot heavier than he expected it to be, so he almost drops it, but he does manage to catch it. And he looks over and he goes, "What's this?"
Gil pulls out another one and clicks the button, and it goes. The one in Trickster's hand goes as Gil holds it up to his face and goes, "Thought we could use something to talk with."
And Trickster actually does laugh in character, and he looks it over and he goes, "You know what? That's not half bad."
I mean, Glorps is still remodeling, but I figured it would be a good idea to get some.
Yeah. A lot better than just writing up those advertisements in the newspapers, huh?
Yeah, well, this way, Gil, shakes the standee speaking in his hand. We can talk without alerting, let's see, Shirozumi to your presence or whatever.
Hang on. Oh, fuck. Alright, that was a quick wisdom check from Trickster, and he got a fucking 7. And there's a moment where, like, the smile on his face just drops, and he stares at you, Gil, and he just goes, "Where did you hear that name?"
Gil just kind of tilts his head and shoves the standee speaky back into his pocket and goes back into his hammer space. And he raises an eyebrow and goes, "Well, my brother told me that he was looking for me because he wanted to get to you. For some reason, a cop named Marina told Mr. Azumi that Marcel would be the one to, I don't know, track me down."
Trickster has no idea who any of these names are. He's just like, and I need to. Okay, yeah, that checks out. And Gil, you've never seen Trickster be this serious. He does not look good.
I'm gonna roll insight, but with my -2, we'll see how well that goes.
Oh boy.
That's a 1! Oh no! He's got a -1!
No, Gil!
So what's gonna happen is Gil is going to kind kind of just get up from his seat and saunter right up to Trickster and tilt his head to the side with all of Gille's new jewelry jangling.
Trickster just says, Gille, this is a joke. I am not laughing.
Why would I call you out here, all the way out here for a joke?
Shiro Izumi is dead!
Okay, so last I checked, Shiro Izumi was a detective from where you're from. Kind of young, too, honestly. And last I checked, my brother, went out for, like, donuts with him or something. So, if he's actually dead, which is actually quite plausible, because I've seen some ghosts around here, then, I don't know, I guess you can eat?
No, that doesn't make sense. You see Trickster just kind of just, like, he does. I know you rolled a -1 on your insight, but like this Trickster obviously is not doing good. He is not taking these.
Trickster is acting very weird, very out of character. So what Gille is gonna do is Gille is going to reach forward and kind of like clasp Trickster's arm and goes, "You're acting kind of off. What do you mean he's dead?"
Dead. I was there. There. Didn't let me help him, and he's dead. I don't. What do you mean? What do you mean your brother talked to him?
Gille is going to roll insight again, because God. Hey, a nat 20!
Oh my god!
Going from a 1 to a nat 20.
Two ends of a spectrum, we love that here.
Yep,
Alright,
Trickster. Yeah, go ahead.
I think with the nat 20 you can tell that, he doesn't... He's acting out of character, yes. He is pale. And it looks as though, his hands are shaking. He is not taking this news good.
Okay. Trickster, come. And Gille's gonna start tugging on his arm towards the only chair in the room. Come on, you need to sit down.
He's moving.
And Gille's gonna pull him up the little platform to the stage, quote unquote, and then force Trickster to sit down in the chair.
It's not really so much as like forcefully pushing him down. He moves pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, he is not fighting you. He is 100% going to sit in that chair.
Mm-hmm. Gille is gonna take a moment and mutter to himself, like, no, I don't think that'll help. Maybe, no. Kind of. Oh, I know. Miguel's gonna roll hammer space.
Oh boy.
Hey, that's a 6. Gil pulls out a medium-sized fancy cake.
Does he recognize this cake?
I'm gonna give it to you because you were there. Yes, Trickster recognizes this cake, and it actually doesn't look like it's been sitting out or
Yeah. Yeah.
and it actually smells all right. And Gil's gonna offer it towards Trickster and go, so I think this one's chocolate, and I've heard that chocolate is good for these kinds of things.
Trickster's going to he's gonna take that cake and he's just like, thanks. Just oh god, no. What the hell is happening?
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't see the kid myself, but well.
Okay.
Marcel wouldn't really lie to me about that.
No, I don't. He kind of clears his throat and he looks down at the cake for a moment and takes like. Does he have like a fork or something, or is it just the cake?
It's just the cake.
I guess he's just going to eat it with his hand. Then he takes a bite out of it.
Yes. I think Gil fully expected him to lift cake up to face and take a bite.
As you do. Good thing he's wearing gloves, I guess. He takes a bite out of the cake, and as he does, you see him like try to like. I'm gonna base that off of your last roll because I don't want to make you roll again. But he looks like he's trying to like. He's forcing himself to like calm down and like try to parse this through kind of like logically. He goes, well, so neither of us have heard or seen this guy directly or in person. Maybe there's a chance somebody's just using his name. There's no way he could have survived that.
Why would they do that? And specifically ask for you? Unless they, I don't know, knew about you?
I don't know. I mean, I am still a wanted criminal, even here and back home, so it's like...
But the thing is that I so admittedly I took a little bit and did some research, and it actually was pretty hard to find that piece of information about that detective. And that you two were that he was after you and the spirit rogues, if I'm not wrong.
He takes a deep breath and he goes, I don't know what to do with this. And he kind of like, he's holding the cake like it's not a cake, but it's like just something he's been given, and he's just like, what do I do?
Eat it! It's a cake! Eat it!
And like there's a moment where he's just like, he's like, he's not really focused on the food itself. And he just, another sigh. And he takes a bite. And he's just like, what the hell? Why can't I just get, like, one break? That's literally all I'm asking for. literally there's that fucking guy looking for some kid that I don't even know, and he's just fuck. And now this. Life is just one goddamn thing after another, Gil.
Honestly, you're the one who moved to Einquell. Here, the plot, if you're really unlucky or like my brother, you tend to pick up too many threads and get dragged constantly into things happening.
You see Trickster just kind of like, you can't see his face clearly because of the mask, but he has that expression like, god damn it, and he like, with his empty hand, kind of like pinches the bridge of his nose.
Mm-hmm.
He's just, I mean, it was kind of like this back when I was still in Yedo, but god damn.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeto's really far from here.
And he just you know, kind of just sighs and nods. He's just
What did you say you cut out?
he's just kind of like sitting there, and he's just like trying to process this, and he's just like, okay, I am probably going to skip town for a bit because I don't know what to do with this.
That might be the best idea. I could look into him for you.
And he takes a deep breath, and this whole time he has not gotten his smile back. He still looks pretty serious, and he goes, I have a feeling that no matter what I say is not going to change your mind, but like...
Well, the thing is he's hanging out with my brother. I might as well give him a look into anyways.
That's... You know what, that's fair, and he takes another bite of the cake. I think it's finished by now.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes, Gil, whatever you do, if you do look into whoever this guy is using my dead rival's name...
Oh! Gil suddenly connects dots.
If you look into this guy who's using my dead rival's name, you better be fucking careful. And I mean that seriously. This... I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he's going to do. And on the off chance that it is Azumi, there's no denying that something is going to happen.
Don't worry, I'm pretty good at disguises.
Sure pecking are!
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I, pulled the wool over a very famous detective's eyes.
And you see him, like, look at you, and then he, like, kind of leans for... Is there, like, armrests on this chair?
Oh, yeah, it's a throne.
Alright, he leans forward, and he puts one elbow on an armrest, and, like, rests his chin on his hand, and he's like, go on.
Well, you see, this was, a while ago now. And, a buddy of mine had told me foolishly to, not get involved with this man named Simon Sinclair. And...
Trickster nods. And the moment you say Sinclair's name, Trickster, there's like the smallest of smiles on Trickster's face.
Sorry, I can't help but laugh about this. Gille continues to tell. I'm just gonna skip past this because Trickster was there for this because he's errata. Gille continues to tell about how he fooled Detective Lynn's stagehand into thinking that he was a detective named Tremolo Note. They're actually...
And you see Trickster is in fact laughing at this, and he finds it incredibly amusing, and he goes, actually, speaking of Sinclair, that guy's trial was going on.
Yeah, I heard about it on the news.
And you see Trickster's smile grow even bigger.
Didn't really hear much, though. I don't watch the news very often. You know anything about it?
Well, and he claps his hands together, and he has the most mischievous look on his face, and he goes, well, the thing is, I may or may not have heard about this guy. Let's say I was doing some recon of my own, and, well, let's just say that, the guy squeaked on his own.
That guy?
Trickster, I'm probably going to say that he has his bag with him. Trickster reaches into his bag, and he pulls out something that Gille, you've probably seen something like this before. In fact, you remember seeing something similar from the first time you ever met Trickster.
Mm-hmm.
It's a calling card.
So he's... yeah, that, thinking about it, that makes sense. He does run in your, the kind of targets you like to go after, but what did you steal from him?
He kind of leans back into that position where he's got one elbow on the armrest, and he goes, I wasn't caught in, that was, I did steal his distorted heart.
Gille just pauses for a moment and blinks and raises an eyebrow. Yeah, okay. He doesn't know what that means!
And you see Trickster still grinning at you.
Well, alright then. Not gonna explain, are we?
Sorry, that's trade secrets. And he taps the side of his nose.
Alright then. Let's see. Oh yeah, did you hear about that thing that happened over at a farm during Halloween?
I didn't, actually.
Oh yeah, there probably was a lot happening because it was Halloween. But, so my family and I went out to a farm for a party, a costume party, and, well, a villain named Yan Mask decided to mess with us. So I decided to kill him. Not permanently. But Yan Mask no longer lives.
He kind of looks at you like, damn. He doesn't have anything to drink, but if he did, he would be sipping from it. That's the kind of look he has on his face. And he goes, well, I can understand going after somebody who went for your family.
Yeah, he turned everyone there into monsters, and, well, like he usually does with monsters, he was going to capture all of them and sell them off to the highest bidder.
Yeah, no. Don't like that. Glad you got out of there safe, though. Man, sounded like hell.
Yeah, Honestly, the only members of the party who really had it bad were the ones who actually turned it into monsters. I went as a bandit, so...
Oh, so they, like, turned into the monsters based out on their, like, outfit?
Yeah, on the costume.
Huh.
My poor brother was invisible for like half the ordeal.
Oh god, that sucks. Out of character, Trickster is thinking about what he went as, and he's just, yikes.
Yeah, I think that's the last time he'll let me dress him as a ghost. Yeah, after that I started, actually going to a therapist. Because, Sai wouldn't let me not.
Oh, hang on. You go to a therapist?
Yeah, there are actually quite a few of them in Toontown. I just had to, find one who wouldn't turn me in.
No, I get you on that. I'm actually trying to help somebody I know look for a therapist, and the only one I know, well, they were pretty close to a situation. So they're, biased, and they can't really help with that.
Yeah, I could, Gil starts searching through his pockets. I could, give you her card. She sees anyone, as long as you can, pay. It's not always money, so I do some errands for her.
Oh, I was worried it was something worse.
No. Sometimes she, and Gil pulls this card out of his pocket and offers it towards Trickster and continues talking. Yeah, sometimes she just needs, flowers picked. Sometimes she wants some, mushrooms. Sometimes she just can't get out of bed to go get groceries, so I'll go get them for her.
Alright. Yeah, I guess that checks out. And he takes the card and looks it over.
Mm-hmm. On the card, it says, jeez, now I gotta come up with a name.
You don't have to right now. He's just like, he's going to keep the card for later.
Yeah, there's it's a very discreet card. And, the name on the card is, Madame Blackwillow. There we go. And it has a phone number, but nothing else on it.
Ah, interesting. He's got to put that in his bag. And he says, and he goes, yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah,
saved me quite a bit of trouble.
No problem.
I'll tell you what, though, this therapist that I know, well, I say I know, but, like, I never really talked to them, but you want to know something incredibly whack, as the kids say?
Sure.
Apparently, this therapist shared an office space with a private detective who was a plant.
Huh.
Like straight.
Gille is gonna roll history.
What does he do?
And Gille goes, yeah, mixed plant.
Mixed plant.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
I heard they got kicked out of that office.
Really?
And you see Trickster just laugh, and he goes, "Yeah, really." Apparently he tied up a witness, just because they thought that this witness was, the culprit.
Man, detectives.
Detectives. And he kind of just sighs and leans back in the chair. He's got that thoughtful look on his face.
Gille just kind of rocks back and forth on his feet and goes, they ain't all bad. Maureen is pretty cool. Even though she gave out Marcel's number.
I don't. And he rubs his hand against his face, being careful of the mask and everything, but he's just, I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't know either.
You scare me shitless.
Hey, at least it's coming from me in, a place that's a day outside of Toontown.
Yeah. Oh god, you put that ad in the newspaper. Kill!
Hey. It took you this long to figure it out. Do you really think anyone else is going to?
That's fair.
Besides, if they did figure it out, they would have come a lot earlier and found nothing. Nothing except the remains of a battle. And Gille just kind of gestures around to the room.
What happened here?
As you now are able to pick out little scuff marks, and there's actually particularly a smell of soot. Like, the throne you're sitting in had been set on fire a couple of times. Well, you see, my sister decided to finally show her face for long enough for me to track her down. You passed your trailer just when you came in.
And he kind of looks at the carnage. Kind of looks at
Yeah, there are black goopy puddles. Just like around the room that you didn't notice before because you got a really low investigation. And beneath the throne you're sitting on is some very suspicious dried ink.
Trickster takes all this in, and he looks back to Gale and he rubs the back of his neck and he goes, I know you said that you're seeing a therapist and everything, but are you sure you're okay?
Honestly, about any gestures around about this, not really. It kind of ended in us getting Stoffles to run as fast as he can to the nearest hospital. Because the dang fool kept using the fucking black magic and melting herself. To the point where she was... And he takes his hand and waves it in front of his glasses. Wasn't there. How dare she escape my wrath that way? And his jacket turns red.
And Trickster sighs and he kind of glances away and he goes, yeah, I think I can get that.
I came here to basically tell her off and tell her to stop stealing my face. I even bought these candies so I could sing in her face. And she just decided not to listen out or not to fight properly, but just try to kill herself. Gil just kicks the ground.
Trickster kind of he makes a motion like he's like about to stand up, reach towards Gale, but he kind of pulls back at the last moment and ooh, sorry, emotion in my voice. And Instead, he kind of leans back into the seat and looks away from Gil, and his arms are wrapped around himself, kind of like he's hugging himself,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just...
And he's just...
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to put it into words. Give me a sec. God, Trickster, what are your emotions? You sure are feeling them. He's just... Sometimes they just do that, and the rest of us won't understand.
Gil just kind of shakes his head, and his jacket's back to orange as he lets out a puff of breath. I heard rumors that the person who sold it to her and didn't, well, I guess, because it's complicated. The person who sold it to her is going to be in the back alley market in a couple of weeks. They're not there yet, but... So I mean to go talk with them.
Do you want backup?
Trickster, I appreciate it, but I don't want to put you in more danger with, whoever the hell is using your ex-nemesis's name. It's okay. Marina, the cop, is coming with me, and so is my brother and a cleric, my parent. And he just kind of coughs. He looks a little embarrassed. Like he's embarrassed to admit that. Shut up. I adopted them. It doesn't count. Yeah, there was another piece to the black magic she bought that's supposed to like capture her soul or whatever, and I guess she didn't get it for some idiotic reason.
Huh. Yeah, that definitely sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, well.
Whatever happens, good luck, and don't do anything stupid. He's saying that with like, he has like a smile on his face, like, I know you, please.
Don't worry. Like I said, I'm gonna be having a cop with me, so if anything, she'll probably help me make the least stupid decision.
Ain't that just the way?
Oh, well, if she can stop me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he stands up from the chair And he goes, that parent of yours wouldn't happen to be that Eric Kokra from the cake factory, would it?
Yes, that's them.
Ha!
Posey.
And he's got that grin on his face again, and I'm trying to figure out a way to wrap this up neatly, and my mind is blanking.
Gil's gonna look towards the giant hole in the wall and flick his tail and go, you know, I made that hole.
Well, I believe it.
It was certainly an entrance, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely looks like it.
She did not expect me to come in through the wall.
People like us sure do know how to make our entrances and exits. I told you about the stained glass window, right?
You know what? My mind's a little fuzzy. Tell me again. And oh yeah, do you need a ride back to Toontown?
Yeah, sure. If you're offering.
Yeah, of course. Just one more thing, and Gil shuffles around in his pockets. And he pulls out these fake glasses.
Oh my god!
With a giant toonish nose and a red sparkly frames and a big bushy brown mustache. And he looks at it for a second and offers it towards Trickster.
Oh my god!
And goes, these really don't fit me, but I bet you'll get a lot of use out of them.
Oh sweet, new mask! And he takes it.
And I think with that, the camera pans out as Gil goes up to the hole, whistles, and Stoffles clops up with the stolen cart that he still has.
I can't believe the cart is still there. You know what? Actually, I can't believe it. Oh, that's amazing. We love Mistopheles in this house.
Thank you for joining us for Culprit Who.
Thank you all for listening, both now in the future.
Oh yes.
Goodbye. We bid you a good time zone. Bye bye.